It's really important to relax sometimes. You know, I have a lot on my mind and a lot to do today. And I feel that there's so much to do. There's bills. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta clean the house. I've been trying and I'm feeling almost guilty about not being a super present father. Sometimes it's a little bit shameful. And then over here, there's all the traffic from the bridge and people rushing around to go do their Saturday morning chores and whatnot. And it's just a really interesting contrast, you know, of life. And this is a significant time in history that we find ourselves in. This is a significant time in human destiny. There's so much spiritual overlay happening. I think a lot of people can taste it and feel it and sense it, but it's not something that they could put their finger on. Because even though the spiritual and the physical realms are always overlapping simultaneously, I think it's hard for people to think about things outside of the safety of the confines of reality as we know it, as we grew up with it. You know, space, time, and then there's things like money, sex, power, control, these driving forces of life. And it's uncomfortable to think about things like eternity or love or forgiveness, because they don't necessarily always fit into the box of what's fair or what's right. The interesting thing is that the knowledge of good and evil was essentially the original sin, but yet we're utterly consumed with it. Maybe we don't need to know everything.